Welcome back, fuckers. Alrighty, in today's video we are on the GrayFlag server. We're gonna do a quick bit of a sortie and we're gonna do some caps. So we've got a few players on. They're doing some ground attack. We've got some Harriers and A-10s in the area, so we're gonna just jump up and do some cap for those guys and keep them safe. So we're out here in the carrier. And yeah, we're going to fly in and we're just going to anchor off of Bullseye, which is at Beirut here. And we're just going to go and shoot down anything that comes close to our ground pounders so they can do their work and take out targets on the ground. So let's get ourselves started up. Let's get a aircraft rearm and refuel. Well, not a refuel, but start everything up at least. And we will get in the air as quick as we can. As quickly as possible. Cranking the right. Oh, there we go. Frames just died right there. £6,000 bingo. Aircraft on. So cap 6 AMRAMs.
Roll left, roll left.
And a fuel tank, that'll do.
Flight control.
That'll do.
Flight control.
Take more. That. 069.
Request rearming.
Cranking the left.
Copy.
Engine is cranking.
There's one T-72 at the roadblock at West Hill.
Tomcat coming into land. Wait for our journey to come online, which it has, and
Rearming
IMS
complete.
alignment. Still heading alignment, and we're going to go to J-Hemix alignment. Frames, man. Shut the canopy down. Alright, alignment is done. I think waypoint 2 from memory is our bullseye. Data link on. Wireless on. TACAN on. IFF on. And TACAN is 74 X-ray. ILS is channel 11. And there we go, that's all we need. I think it's COM 8. 137.
Right, so I'm on the tank now. I see it. I'm going to drop a pave wheel on it. 2 minutes.
On 137.15. 151. 151. 37. 1. Enter. Alright, we'll see what that one does. Just wait for this guy to come around. INS is almost done. 3.5, okay. Just remove pilot body for a second. IFA alignment, turn down that, turn down that. Let's turn on. Alright, so we want. What is it? What's on the mission brief? Waypoint 2, I do believe. Waypoint 1 is Tanker Box, waypoint 2 is Bullseye at Beirut. There we go. So waypoint 2 Push that off now. Waypoint 2, data, air to air waypoint. All right, so let's have a quick look. So here is our bullseye up at Beirut. So we have got, let's get the little ruler tool here. So from bullseye, anything to the southeast of bullseye within, let's say, a 40 nautical mile. Actually, we'll go 30. So I'm just measuring from the center of bullseye here with the ruler tool. So 30 nautical mile radius around bullseye. Any enemy aircraft that comes within 30 miles of bullseye is getting smoked. Right? And that should cover all of our bases there.
One spike 23 on the ground and margin.
That'll cover all of our cap requirements. So now we know we've got our bullseye punched in. Let's get our
Chief, remove the wheel chocks.
Removed.
Copy.
I'm going to taxi over to Cat 1.
Wheel chocks are now
Get
removed.
a Right, let's get a comms check on TACCOM.
Level 1 comms check, 267.75.
Good check.
Thank you.
Alright, we've got good comms. Let's talk on our carrier comms. We are on the Roosevelt, I do believe. Is the ship Theodore Roosevelt. Roger that. Park brake off. Takeoff trim. 1, 2, 3.
Roosevelt traffic, Venom 41, single ship F-18, taxiing to Cat 1.
All the frames are not happy right now. Not happy. I think it's just all these aircraft on the deck. It's chewing the frames up because they are the actual Lot 20 aircraft. So
311 Fox 3, Bandit pulls 123, 12.9 at 20,000.
They chew out the frames on the deck because it's got to load in. It loads the external textures plus the internal textures on the cockpits as well because it's the flyable aircraft. Whereas if you put the A model, it doesn't chew up the resources up as much, but they don't look as nice on the deck. So it's the trade-off. I need more RAM. That's what I need. 64 is what I need. I've only got 32. Pump that RAM up. All right, so we are ready to go. We are going to run them up. Engines are looking good. Let's wipe out the flight controls. Alright, and salute.
741 launching Cat 1.
We can do a right hand 10 degrees clearing turn. And come back on bearing at 095. Gear up. Flaps up. 095. Alright, so looking for an airspeed of 300. And Lewis there, A-18C on, and then we cruise up to 500 feet. That'll do. We'll pilot on. And we're just going to be cruising out 5 nautical mile ahead of the Roosevelt. going to switch over to, I think it's called 2. It's AWACS. We've got 87 miles till we hit bullseye, so we're just going to head over and do some cap. Protect our ground pounders. So we're looking for, we're almost 5 mile now. There we go, and we'll throttle off.
NEJ Tank 184, I'm showing multiple active friendly vehicles. Are we working a zone today?
I'm going to cruise on up. Alright, let's set our weapons up. So we're going to go size is small for the aircraft type that the missile's going to go for, the AIM-120. Radar cross section, RCS, sorry, is going to be small as well because we're after fighters. S mode, we're going to put on auto, and then over here, 4-bar scan, 40 mile range, 40 degree sweep, and we're going to be in high PRF as well as we're going to change the data block to 16 seconds before it drops the contact off the radar. We can come out of there and we're going to press set to save. Switch to our AIM 9Xs, 6-bar.
24 copies, I'm going to wait for the lattice beat push, then check again.
And we're going to be on medium, data, and set to save. Right. So, coming out of air-to-air mode, we're going to bring up our FPAS, hit the climb button. We'll be climbing at 464 knots. Just going to pull back on the nose here. Do our cruising on in.
Magic 2-1, Springfield 1-2. Request bogey
is that the
Springfield 1-2.
the Taro or the Invincible, whichever one it is. That's where the Harriers take off. So they're in a turn at the moment. We're on our way into the target area. Just going to change on my HMD. We're going to go to mid setup. We're going to bump this number up to, let's go 70. So this is how many nautical miles it will display. If I can look at someone. There we go. So you can see that's in nautical miles. So Overlord, OMC1, 61 nautical miles from us. And if we bump this down, we can't see him. So that's the range that your J-Hammocks will display data link contacts in there. So we're going to bump it up just so we can see more things. Give us a bit better situational awareness picture when we're looking out. So now we can see them all there. Didn't know, now you know. Alright, so we are cruising in. Just double checking that my audio and sound in game is working, because mother of God, it did not work last time. So I flew a Liberation sortie. Did the whole thing from start to finish, and I didn't think to check that all my stuff was recording. Normally,
males 29 north of lattice B.
Normally I do a quick little record and then check and just make sure it all sounds okay before I proceed with the mission, but I didn't do it this time. Flew the whole entire sortie from start to finish, and went to throw it into my video editing program, threw it in there, and there was no sound files for any of it. No microphone, no game sounds, no nothing. It was just literally the video only. Because I did a NVIDIA graphics card update, and it reset my my sound card, or my sound, whatever you call them, my headset and stuff. It changed the things, and yeah, Streamlabs OBS did not like it. And it was trying to pick up something that wasn't there anymore. So yeah, that's what happened. Good times right there. Alright, so we're cruising in, we're at 30,000 feet. We'll just level off at, go Go to about 32. 48 mile out from bullseye. Just put the throttle lock on there. Keep it 0.8 Mach. And barometric altitude hold. We're at 32,000 feet. Cruising in. Doing our stuff. So that's our loadout. We've got 6 AMRAMs, so the outboard pylons are removed and empty. As you can see there, we've got 6 AMRAMs on board, plus the 2 AIM-9Xs. We are cruising in. So let's get our attack radar up. Switch into TWS mode. And looks like we have a clean scope right now, but I'm just going to anchor over it, over bullseye. And just wait and see what happens. So we've got a few bandits way off, so they are currently from us. 97 nautical miles. So once we get to bullseye, we're just going to anchor there, and then remember our commit zone we've declared for ourselves is going to be 40 nautical miles from bullseye. So if something is within 40 nautical mile of bullseye, we are going to head out and intercept it and shoot it down. That is our game plan. So we're going to throttle back here. We'll go to like 0.75 Mach just to go fuel conserve, because we're just going to be orbiting. Nothing too exciting going on. Until some aircraft decide to come and want to play the game, and then we'll go and shoot them in the face. That's the plan. So we have got, at this range or this altitude and this airspeed, we have got 1 hour and 50 worth of fuel until we hit 2,000 pounds. So we're sitting pretty here. We're gonna have plenty of fuel just to loiter. And this is what cap is, boys and girls. This is what cap is. Our job is to defend our ground pounders that are over here.
Harbinger 1-1 entering the area from the south, targeting JTAC rays on 1517.
You can hear them all talking there. So that is the Apache doing his thing, calling in. So we're going to protect these guys from any enemy aircraft coming in. So we've got an A-10 in the area. We've got an Apache. We've also got, looks like there's an F-18 flying around. He's at 23,000 feet. And we've got the Harriers coming and going. We've got a Harrier heading back over to the Tarawa, or the Invincible. I think it is the Invincible. The Invincible. I've actually seen what it looks like. There you go. There is the Invincible. Interesting. So that's it there. Alright, so as soon as we hit bullseye, we're just going to go into a north-south racetrack pattern. So once we hit bullseye, we're going to turn to our left, head straight north. We'll head probably 10 mile to the north of bullseye. And then once we get to the 10 mile mark, we'll go into a 30-degree bank turn until we're heading straight south, and we're just going to keep ourselves 10 nautical miles either side of the bullseye. That's the plan anyway. Until we get some company. From bullseye. And we set waypoint 2 is our air-to-air waypoint, which is our bullseye in the Hornet. So you tell the aircraft what the bullseye is, and then that will let us know on our up the top here. So that is from bullseye, bearing 037 for 54 nautical mile from bullseye. And then that's our brass, that's the heading for us. It's 045 foot 61. That is our bearing, range, and aspect or altitude towards where the TDC cursor is, and then up the top there, that is our bullseye. Alright, start our turn now. So that little symbol there, that is our bullseye, air bullseye indicator. Alright, so just going to turn north here, and we'll just wait until we are 10 mile away from the bullseye. Take. And we'll just start our racetrack pattern. Don't. What a frames!
Amateur rifle JTAC target Euro.
Alright, so as soon as we hit to 10 nautical mile, we'll go ahead and do a right hand bank turn to the 30-degree mark. And then we just keep an eye on our SA page, bumping out to 80. And we're just going to protect our CAS ground attack aircraft from any aircraft trying to intercept. So there's a couple out there. We're at a 4-ship starting to make their way over, so it shouldn't be too long hopefully, and we'll have some targets to go for. So what are they? They are currently 097 for 63. So once they get to around here on the cursor, so again this is our bullseye indicator here, so we said anything within 40 nautical mile. As soon as they hit 40, we are going to go ahead and intercept. Alright, so we're at just went a bit past 10 nautical mile there, but it's all good. So we're going to go in a nice standard 30-degree turn, holding 0.75 Mach, and we will just cruise along until we get these pesky little bandits coming on over, and we'll go and shoot them. So let's have a quick look at the F10. Do we have any other... What's this guy? This Hornet QT11. Alright, he's ground attack. Skin is that? I've never seen that skin before. R12. Oh, it's the Spanish one. Fair enough. Right, so let's just get... They're getting closer. They're 48. That is a Tomcat locking us up. Alright, so they're within 40, so we're just going to head south now. Just keep an eye on them. They're flying cold at the moment, so it doesn't really They start, they're within our commit criteria, but they're actually cold right now, so we're not gonna, if they turn nose hot, which they are not, they're turning way cold, so we're not gonna worry about them. Alright, so we've given ourselves our commit criteria, which was 40 nautical mile, nothing further away than that. We want to stay here and protect our ground attack aircraft. So this is the job of CAP. Okay, it's not very exciting all the time, but we're doing a super important job for these guys, keeping them safe because these guys cannot defend themselves. So here we are. We're up just here. So we've got a Tomcat. No. This guy's also mixed bagging. He's got 1 GBU and a couple of AMRAMs.
450 at 19,000 knots.
Just let everyone know on TACCOM that we are going to do CAP for the ground attack aircraft. So I might push out. Where are they working by the looks? So these are our objectives here. So Bayer, South Village, and North Village. So we just captured the previous points. So these are the new attack points here. And then we've also got North Ridge, East MSR, Crossroads, and Command Center. So we've got North Ridge and East MSR remaining on the Surge Bowl lattice. And then we've got Bayer on the other lattice, South Village, North Village. But it looks like, get our names up here, right? What the hell? Oh, he switched the Apache guys. Oh no, Harbinger 1-1 Zulu. What? Is he driving that thing? I don't know.
Spike 25 east RGU.
I know.
Dodge 11 Fox 3 25 east.
Roger, thanks.
Uzi 1-1, Magic 2-1, Bra 097 480 at 19,000. Dodge 11 defensive. Uzi 1-1, Magic 2-1, Bra 130 435 at 23,000.
Last arm on, air to air mode.
Uzi 1-1, Magic 2-1, Bra
23 nautical mile. Should roll a targeting pod.
at 17,000 knots.
Let's get another guy locked up here. 25 mile out. Mid 25. Looks like he's getting engaged by the other guy as well. Let's just have a quick squeeze. Yeah, this guy's pushing him. There's 16 out there. Let's see what happens here.
Magic 2-1, infield 1-1, request bogey dope. Magic 2-1, Springfield 1-2, request bogey dope.
What is that? It's like Dodge 1-1.
445 at 18,000 knots.
741 Fox 3 MiG-25 Angels 19.
Magic 2,
11 mile.
pushing from waypoint 2 to 35,000. Uzi 1-1, Magic 2-1, Bra 097 450 at 35,000 knots.
Splash.
Roger.
076-460 at 28,000 knots. Uzi 11, Magic 21, Bra 098-445 at
Alright, let's head back over towards Bullseye. Slow down a bit. Save some fuel. So that's one kill for us. Affirm, confirmed. So we've got 2 more MiG-25 nows. Off to our, coming around 7 o'clock now. Sorry, 4 o'clock.
Springfield 1-2, request bogey dope. Springfield 1-2, Magic 2-1, Bra 085-435 at 25,000 knots.
Right, so let's have a looky. So they are 69 nautical mile away, so we're not going to bother. We're going to head back over to our friendlies. Actually, put ourselves on.
Springfield 1-2, request bogey dope. Springfield 1-2, Magic 2-1, Bra.
Alright, so we can climb back up to 30,000. And we'll head back over. So 1 kill. And we're just keeping an eye on, so remember 40 nautical mile, that's as far as we want to go. We don't want to get dragged too far away from all of our ground aircraft, ground attack aircraft. Let's level ourselves off a touch here. And barometric altitude. Hold on. So we're at 9,400 pound of fuel, back at 30,000 feet. So our FPAS.
111 Rifle BMP2 South Village, line to speed.
We're still at an hour and 30 till we hit 2,000 pounds. So we're going to set our bingo. We'll leave it at 6,000. So as soon as we hit 6,000, we're going to head back to the tanker, grab some more gas, and then we'll be off station. But again, we've got a Mirage cruising around. It's just doing low-level shenanigans. So there's a Mirage cruising around over there. And I don't know where that F-16 went. Could have got shot down, potentially.
111 RTB.
Right, so now we're going to head north now. So we're kind of over the top of the, in between the two, north, the Surge Bull and the Buyer. We'll just kind of cruise up and down. North-south, and just wait for the next group of bandits to come and press us. Rolling out, bearing 000, dead north. And there we go. Something's on fire down there. There's a Mirage, friendly Mirage cruising around down low. Looks like the Apache, he just said he was RTB. He's out of Hellfires. He's heading back. And what else we got? We've got another Harrier. Going old school. He's got 1,000-pound bombs on board. Mark 83s.
1041, I'm just going single track here. I need to fix my harness. Yeah, cover that.
Adam 41, would you get us a coffee as well?
Yeah, roger. Thank you very much, Benny. I'm sorted. No worries.
I don't know what the hell he just did there. He was on a Tomcat and he fixed his INS by locking me up. That's some crazy magic that I don't know how to do.
Texaco 1-1. Springfield 1-2. Request rejoin.
Alright, so there is our range and bearing to waypoint 2. We're bearing 227 for 16.7. So that's off, you can see there. Just off to our, coming up on 7 o'clock-ish. Over our left shoulder.
Magic 1-1. Airborne.
There's somewhere. So just extend a little bit more past, and then we'll head back in a right-hand racetrack pattern. So we're going to just turn air off for now, so we get our 30-degree angle of bank. And we will kick it in. We can also change our heading. Heading select. We're not in there, there we go. And then if we go autopilot heading select, it's going to follow. Set this to 180. And it's going to whip around and it's going to roll us out on bearing 180. And it's going to hold, when you use heading select for autopilot, it pretty much keeps you at a 30-degree bank. So you can do that as well if you want to stay in air-to-air mode. And just put heading select on. Just keep your turns going around. At the moment, we are, what are we seeing over here? That aircraft is unknown. It is 093 for 97 from Bullseye. Chance of how we're going to see that guy. Definitely not. Two ship. So the Hornet radar now, you're lucky to get a lock outside of 40 these days. Gone are the days of being able to pick shit up from nearly 80 mile out. The radar has been significantly nerfed down to be more accurate. It's probably one of the biggest things I get from people that watch my older Hornet for Beginners series. The air-to-air radar stuff, they're like, I can't get a lock outside of 40. How are you locking stuff up from 80? It's because when I made that video, the radar was not as complete as it is right now in the Hornet, so it's more accurate now as to what you'd actually get in real life. The radar can't get locks out to 80 nautical mile. So yeah, there's that. So 40 nautical mile, that's where you're going to be, like that's max range for a 40 nautical mile. Lock, if it's in good conditions, as in they're higher than you and flying straight at you hot, then you'll have a better chance of getting them. So these guys here are 128 for 59. My bad. So that, I apologize. That number there, that is to the aircraft carrier. This is the bearing to the aircraft carrier. And then up here on the radar, that's our bullseye. So this guy's 127 for 55. So they are coming towards us. We've got a 4-ship. There, we've got no nails at the moment. Got a radar out there looking. So as soon as they get to pretty much right there, so where our cursor is, that's 40 nautical mile. So as soon as they get within there, we're going to press them. Looks like they're making a beeline actually for this guy. Potentially. Alright, so we're going to come out of throttle lock. We're going to go full power. Looks like they are heading towards him. Let's see if we can pick them up. So right now they're flying across us. So we're going to switch our radar mode to medium PRF. So when an aircraft is flying across or away from you, you get a better chance of finding them at medium PRF setting. Now, Angel's 24, so our radar elevation is in the correct band to find. We've got a 4-ship of whatever the hell they are. .24 mile from bullseye we are, so they are definitely getting close enough to warrant an attack from us. They are turning cold. So we'll just back off the throttle a touch. Slow down to 0.8 Mach. Looks like they're turning cold now. They are. Just see what they do. So again, we don't want to get dragged too far down chasing them. Yeah, this guy looks like he is committing. Yes, he is. Alright, we've got him locked up. Alright, 1,000 knot closure. So we're going to, at 15 nautical mile, we're going to Fox and we'll switch Fox 3. And at this next guy, we'll Fox 3 as well.
Number 1 Fox 3 on shipper 4. Bullseye 1 for 1, 46.
And turning cold. We're just going to go right on the notch here. Splash 1. Let's turn back in. Black splash 2.
And 1 for 1 Fox 3, remaining 2.
Let's get the fuck out of here. We got way close on that one. Right on our ass. There is a MiG-21. What are you doing? Come on. Got tone. So we get a gun skill on him. No, fuck it. Fox 2. So he's defending against the Hawks anyway. It's a splash. Yeah, the Hawks are shooting at him right there. Alright, and we've got 4 kills. And our current loadout, we've got left 1 AIM, 120, and 1 AIM 9X. Is that over there? 12 mile?
Venom 4-1, you're picking up that trailer yet?
Yeah, aim on him now.
Wait for him to turn hot on us, which he is.
Venom 4-1, Fox 3, MiG-21, bullseye 140 for 44.
You're dead. You're dead. And should be a split splash.
Venom 4-1 splash, MiG-21.
Alright, let's head back over. Back up towards bullseye.
24 on TACOM. We got any JTAC or FAT-K working?
That's pretty much us. We've got 1 AIM 9X remaining. We are Winchester. So unless we get a pop-up right near it, we're going to RTV back to base, back to the boat. So let's go here. TACAN is on. There's Cole to get 100 nautical mile back to the boat. And we'll head back and land.
All stations, Venom 4-1 is Winchester heading back to the boat. Cap is no more on station.
Springbok 3-2 is Cap on station.
What's his name? Springbok.
That's Springbok 32. Looks like the pitch is clear. I just took out a group of MiG-21s before, so you should be clear for a little while.
Sweet, thank you.
Alright, so we're heading back to the boat. Job done. So we got 5 kills. 5 kills in 1 sortie. Ace in a day on GrayFlag. There you go. So we definitely could have done things better. For sure, I'm a bit rusty on the old BVR. Generally, you don't want to go to the merge, especially against when you're a one ship against multiple aircraft. You want to try and, especially MiG-21s, because they are definitely more of a within visual range aircraft. You want to try and shoot them down while you are in your attack window and they cannot shoot back at you. But we got a little bit close there, got a little bit target fixated, so I should have, in hindsight, kind of turned cold on the first 2 bandits of the 4 ship that we attacked. Should have shot my 2 AIM-120s, turned cold and extended away, and just saw what they did. Saw what they did. I think that's what you mean, yeah. I can speak the English. Just see what they did, and if they chased me, then I could have flew back towards friendlies and requested help, and if they turned cold, then I could have recommitted on them. But because I kind of got greedy and pressed them, we kind of went to the merge, which it turned out okay because they were MiG-21s, but if it was against something with a bit longer reached weapons like MiG-29s or SU-27s or something like that, it would have been a little bit different story, because we definitely would have been getting shot at with missiles. So they did get a radar lock on us, but to my knowledge they didn't get a missile off at us, but I did put flares out just in case. So they definitely didn't fire an what is the R3R, I think it is, the radar guided missile that the MiG-21 can carry. They definitely fired that because we didn't get a radar lock, missile lock, but that doesn't mean they didn't shoot an R60 or an R3. I think it's R60s they carry. They didn't shoot one of them at us, so I put flares out just in case they did fire, because you don't get a lock from an infrared missile. Just be aware of that, guys. Alright, so we're going to switch over to comm number 8 again, and we're going to contact the aircraft carrier as soon as we're in range, which we're not. So we're 60 nautical mile out from the carrier. While we're doing that, let's configure ourselves for landing. So our radar is going to be at 370 feet. We've got our anti-skid is set to off. Our landing light will turn on. Come on, turn him on. Flaps are good. We'll bring up, turn that off of the HUD, we don't need it anymore. We're going to bring up our
Bingo. Bingo.
There's that bingo right there. So we're going to go. So when you hit bingo, or when your fuel starts getting low and you get the home fuel light comes on, so if I go full burner here, let's see if we'll do it.
TACOM 184, is anyone working that cluster anti-air south of Beirut?
Negative, it's not going to do it. It'll pop up saying a home fuel. Come on, what the hell is that? I mean to hit that. Oops. F-pass. It's here.
Sounds like it's mine then.
Fuel low.
Oh, because I hit a bit check? I think that's what I did. Fuel bit. Fuel quantity, fuel transfer, Okay, that's annoying. Go away, fuel low. Interesting. Alright, I hit the wrong button there. I've never done that before. FL bit. The fuck is that? Anyways, FPAS, the home, if it's not crossed out, so it'll have arrows up and down. So you just go up to a waypoint that doesn't have an actual data input into it, and then that way your FCS, your master caution won't be beeping all the time at you when you're throttling up and throttling down. Alright, HSI up on there. TACAN is box. We're going to change the scale down to 10.
24 Pickle JDAM 1 times ZSU 57.
And we're going to call into the Roosevelt.
Marshall 069. Marking Mops 098-435. Angels 31.5. State 5.7.
069er, weather's weather is visibility 10 plus 5. Scattered clouds at above 10,000. Altimeter is 293. Case 1 recovery expected BRC 101. Report scene 10.
101.
069.
101. So we're flying straight towards the boat. Alright, so let's get our hook down. Throttles to idle. We're just going to cruise in here. Descend down. Also a little bit to the left for some reason. Oh, don't. Just hitting a little bit of right wing down trim. Just keep descending down. So we want to be at 2,000 feet by 10 nautical miles. So we're just going to dive down for the deck here. Once we get within 10, we're going to say see you at 10 on the radio. And if they say signal is Charlie, we'll go ahead and land straight away, which they should do. And looks like there is the carrier fleet. There's the carrier right there. Ah, she blows. Coming on down.
Altitude.
There we go. See you at 10.
069. See you at 10.
Update state, switch tower.
Alright, so we're going to slow down to a speed of
5.5.
350. That'll do us. Keep an altitude of 2,000 feet. Boom. There's our aircraft carrier.
Tower 069. Overhead Angels 2. State 5.5.
069. Tower, roger. BRC 101. Signal is Charlie.
Signal is Charlie. Alright, we're going to land.
069.
Alright, so as soon as we get abeam the boat, we're going to descend down to 800 feet, come in on a left-hand turn, and start our case 1 recovery. Do
184 Pickle JDAM CSU 57 south of Beirut.
autopilot off, and we're descending down now. Looking for 800 feet. Let's extend on the downwind. We're going to come back around. Alright, start our turn. Let's get a little bit closer to the boat here. Throttle down a touch. Let's get back on BRC now. 101. Check the deck. She looks clear. We extend 1 mile ahead of the boat. There we go, throttles to idle, into the brake. And for a reciprocal of 281. Gear down, 250, laps coming down, keep our turn coming around. Start heading down to 600 feet. I'm just manhandling the aircraft right now, not trimming just yet. There's our 600. A little close to the boat here.
184 Pickle JDAM technical south of Beirut.
Bring my controls up for you if you want to see what I'm doing. So throttle, always move the throttle when you're flying on speed. Tighter here because we're a bit close. Keep it coming around.
Zero 69. Hornet ball 5.0.
A little high. Rewire.
Bingo. Bingo.
And back to the frame killing on deck. There we go, boys and girls. Sortie complete. So we got five kills, protected our friendly player ground attack aircraft, so they could continue doing their job there. And we are back on the deck. So hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned something. I tried to explain kind of what I do what I was doing in BVR, and like I said, I'm not an expert on this by any stretch of the imagination. I just do what I do, and against AI it's definitely a lot easier to do BVR than against players, because the AI are a little bit more simple-minded than players can be. So yeah, hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you go ahead and like the video, and if you've got any questions, queries, or comments in the comment section down below, throw them in there, and I'll do my best to get back to you guys as soon as I possibly can. And lastly but not least, thank you to every single one of you that has subscribed to the channel. We just hit the 5,000 subscribers, which is amazing, so thank you to all of you that have subscribed. And then if you did like the video, you like the content, you want to do us a favor, just yeah, hit the red subscribe button and help the channel out, and just keep on cruising on, see how high we can get this bitch to. Alright, hope you enjoyed, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. See you later.